Joining us now is one of the stars. Chrishell Stause is with us.
Chrishell, so good to see you.
Guys.
We were talking about the last time we saw each other, and it's been a minute. Cut to now you're married. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How long ago did y'all meet?
We a little over a year ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, actually, further than that. We met a year, maybe a year and a half ago. But
Got it.
yeah.
When did you know G-Flip was the one?
I would say, I mean, it didn't take me too long. They are the most special, amazing human being ever. And yeah, we UHauled it. I don't know if you guys know what that means. But
No, tell me what it means.
It's a term for just kind of like things are a little sped up when you know you know.
I love that.
That's a good expression right there. And what's been the response?
You know, I have to be honest with you. The people, our friends in our lives have been so amazing and so supportive. But I have kind of steered clear of, the show's about to come out, Selling Sunset. I'm about to get inundated with people's opinions. So when that happens, I just kind of, I put what out there that I'm excited to share, and then I kind of take a step back.
But sort of, when you're in those types of shows, you're always getting inundated with people's opinions, right?
Yeah.
They're always very passionate and vocal about that, right?
Yeah, so I feel like that is the only way to enjoy it. Share what you're proud of and what you're happy to share, but you don't have to get in the thick of people's opinions because, it really, you're always going to have, you guys know this, you've been on TV so long, it doesn't matter if you post a picture of a puppy, someone's going to be mad about it.
Right.
So, I think that it's one of those things where, you pop in and out and then you're like, okay, bye.
How was the proposal?
Well, we haven't actually shared anything about that, but it was not what people would expect. We did everything untraditional. So everything, the way of, the planning and everything, even everything down to, doing it, having the paper and all of these things that are really stressful and planning. I've done that before. And I think that, to be honest with you, none of that means anything unless your connection is what means something. So we honestly did everything the opposite. Everything down to, even that. It was one of those things we were about to get married and realized that we forgot to skip a very important step. And so it happened on takeoff on the way to Vegas.
That's great.
Oh, so it was like, so did y'all elope? Is that like an elopement?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
The wedding for you, what did it feel like?
I mean, it just felt like the perfect mix of fun, excitement, and just like a meaningful connection coming together in the most spontaneous yet meaningful way.
This season on the show, you're calling it your most awakening. Why are you using that word?
I think that some people, I watch, kids on TikTok nowadays, and they know who they are at such a young age, and I'm so jealous. I'm like, I cannot imagine having that kind of confidence at that age. It took me a while, and so I feel like now really feeling like I'm confident in who I am. I'm able to stand on my opinions, whether you agree with them or not, and also be with whoever I want to be, whether people agree or not. I think that that's an awakening. That means I'm going to live my life for me, and I hope that I hope that it brings you happiness and joy in watching the show. I really hope that, but if it doesn't, that's okay.
That's called with age. That's the wisdom that comes with not caring with everybody. Do any of your Selling Sunset castmates, were they at the wedding, or any of your family members?
We really did this for us, and I know that, our friends and family are so supportive and amazing, but we did have a live stream for them. But we do plan to do it every year, and so that's something.
You're to go to Vegas every year.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be in Vegas, but it's one of those things where we get, people want to catch, give us criticisms for the way that we did it or things like that. We're going to do it every year. This is what we really are excited about, and, we don't need certain norms that some people think are necessary to make that happen.
Getting back to the show, I hear there's some new agents on the show.
You heard that?
Are we seeing a whole new? Are we seeing a whole new cast essentially, or just a couple familiar or a couple new faces?
So we added 2 new agents to the cast this season.
Okay.
And it definitely shakes things up a bit.
All right.
I was thinking when you started on this show, your life was very different, and you shared everything, very vulnerable. Is the show become what you've wanted it to become? Because you've certainly been through a lot.
I have, and I think that it's finding that balance of, you know, I can be protective of certain things, you know, that is the nature of, you know, being able to do it and yet enjoy it. And so just like what we were just talking about, there are certain aspects that I don't share because I just feel like, you know, there's certain things you do have to keep for yourself. That being said, I am an open book with most things. You know, I don't care if somebody wants to criticize me or real estate or my relationships in the office and the dynamics, you know, but when it comes to, you know, my marriage, then I care. So I'm only going to share certain things. So I think that it's just one of those situations that you kind of have to learn as you go.
Watch your back with some of those agents.
Seriously. I think I have a knife back there if you could help me.
I watched this, I'm like, oh my goodness. It's the recipe. They know how to mix it up in there.
I mean, if we're being honest, that's sort of the objective of the show, though, right?
Exactly. And so that's the thing. I think that some people watch this and they're like, oh, this is so crazy. You guys can't. And it's like, when you, okay, yes, you get it. You don't get along with everyone, but now you're put in a pressure cooker and you can't ignore it. You can't just stand on two. So you have to really engage with each other, and it does create fireworks. So.
And the houses are stunning. You brought everybody to the Valley. Nobody was shopping in the Valley. Chrishell said, come on over the hill.
There's nothing wrong with the Valley. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to test your selling skills, if we may. We're going to give Chrishell some tricky scenarios, and she's going to have to convince us to buy the properties. Okay?
Yes.
So the first one, let's go with a beautiful beach house that overlooks the ocean, but the neighbors blast music all night and on the weekends.
Lively community must get in.
That's
there
good.
You go.
I like that.
The next time the cops are called at a party, it's like, we're a lively community.
A welcoming community. All right, a newly renovated house on 20 acres of land, but the nearest school and grocery store is an hour away.
Okay, this is someone that is going to enjoy their privacy, a private compound.
Right. One who likes isolation.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
This is good.
This is...
I've got a buyer for that.
Okay, good.
Here we go.
Gotcha.
A house in the hills has the lowest listing in a good neighborhood, but the kitchen has pink tile and there's 70s style carpet throughout the home. Oh, I already know. Go.
Yes. Unlimited potential. Fun.
Classic.
Retro.
A lot of history.
There you go.
Here.
Yes.
Charm.
The architecture, maybe
Right.
we could throw in.
We're going to push you on this one. The backyard of this majestic country house has an Olympic-sized pool, but when it rains, the yard floods.
Unique water feature.
Slip and slide for days.
Fortunately, you're in Southern California. Hardly ever rains.
Good one.
So you're good to go.
Chrishell, great to see you.
I'm buying from you right there. There we go.
Thanks for coming on. Good to see you.
Guys.
Season 6 of Selling Sunset streaming right now on Netflix. We'll be right back, everybody.